Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
What do you say we start with standing up and greeting each other in a very special way? If you could reach out to the two people closest to you, one at a time, and pretend that that person is your very best friend on the planet who you haven't seen for at least a year, and you are exuberant beyond measure. Now, some people will actually hold hands and scream or hug or jump up and down, as you've probably done with your best friend in the past. So I invite you to do that with two people, but before we do, I'd love to introduce you to a very special group skill. If you're ever a group leader and you're like a secret of how to control rambunctious blissologists once they get going, it goes, very good, yay. Would everybody join me?
Very good, yay!
So when it's time for us to rejoin and come into sweet silence so we can continue in these ecstatic exercises, whoever hears me, please join me in saying, very good, yay! With no further ado, I'd love to introduce you to each other. So if you would please stand up and joyously exclaim your enthusiasm for seeing your new best friend. Blissology is a new grassroots movement that is sweeping Unity Church in Ashland, Oregon right now. And it's based on the book, Bliss Conscious Communication, Transmuting Ordinary Chats into Extraordinary Conversations. Who here is an author? Now come on, who here is an author of your very own life? That's more like it. So we're all authors, right? Well, this is a very unusual book because it's the first book, as Donna had mentioned, that is interactive and dynamic where you co-author the book. So every page is half blank for you to fill in to create your own unique bliss book because you are your own individual blissologists with your own special blissciplines. So I'd like to introduce you to the book a little bit by starting at the copyright page. Whoever reads the copyright page. It says, happiness is our heritage, all rights reserved. And then the introduction, how to absorb every iota of bliss from this book. What I'd love to do is invite Johnny Light to please pass around these books. If anybody's interested, you're welcome to follow along. It's about the third page in, very briefly. Bliss Conscious Communication beams with brilliant quotes. Your quotes on every page await opportunities to create uplifting responses uniquely yours. With Blisscipline, we author herein a treasure trove of rip-roaring questions and inspiring proclamations. Feel free to quote yourself. Isn't that wonderful? Here's a deeper question. Does your communication foster communion? It's intended to. When you think that communion and communication are rooted in the same word, which means together become one. Come, C-O-M, of course, is together, and union, of course, is one. If you think about it, no matter how much we listen and how many words we speak, we are only truly in communication when the result is that together we become one. The original intention of communication. What is the most common gift that we give each other during the course of the day? Anybody like to say, what is the most common gift that you give to others in your day? Yes?
You greet somebody and you use their name.
We greet someone and we use their name. Outstanding. Yes. Anyone else?
Smile.
A smile.
A smile and a smile. We have 2 smiles. Fantastic.
Full
Yeah.
attention.
Full attention.
You say, I love you.
I love you. Absolutely. Yes.
How are you?
How are you? Caring enough to ask.
How about good listening?
Good listening with the full attention. Have you noticed they all kind of compliment each other? The one, anybody else?
Sincere touch.
A sincere touch. Yes.
Eye contact.
Eye contact. So these are gifts that we give each other commonly throughout the day. A wonderful facet of Blissology is that there are no wrong answers. And this book is replete with ways in which we can take that right or wrong and make it multicolored instead. So another answer to that question is words are our commonest gifts. That could be one right answer, couldn't it? So with words we color and sculpt our world. We are what we think, say, and do. So why verbally hobble when we can verbally boogaloo? While we are yet alive, may we thrive by making magic of everyday conversations. Let the alchemy begin. We'd like to begin by inviting you again to stand up, if you would, please. And because I was under the influence for many years of international tribes whose families lovingly adopted me, I'd love to introduce you to a greeting from New Zealand. Now, this is very intimate for most Americans, I have to forewarn you, but just imagine that you're in New Zealand and this is absolutely normal. So what New Zealanders do, if you would be so kind, I'm going to do a little demonstration with my beloved Johnny, is that New Zealand warriors, keep in mind, these are tough guys, right, the Maori, they go up to other warriors and they touch nose tips and they touch foreheads and they put their hand around each other's neck. Do you believe they do that? And so what I'm wishing to do is to get us out of our box of America, which is a wonderful box, by the way, and to inspire us to think of other ways to say hello. So this is one way, and what we do is we put nose to forehead, it looks funny, and our hand behind each other, and we breathe. Oh my goodness, deeply, 3 times. The first time I'm breathing, I think about myself. The second time, I think about the person I'm with, the other person we're with, and we try to get in touch with their breath, feel their breath in. Third time, being present, here we are together. The first time alone, I think about myself and breathe in, giving thanks for myself. Then I give thanks to the person I'm with, and then I give thanks that we're here. Now it's kind of scary